Hey guys, so I'm back with another story time video, and this is a story where I stole my ex-boyfriend's brother's identity, supposedly. Me and my boyfriend had been dating about maybe 2.5 years at this point, maybe, I don't know, I don't remember, maybe a year and a half, and his brother and his fiance at the time, I think it was his girlfriend, maybe his fiance, yeah, I think his girlfriend. Anyway, Queen T. You guys know Queen T from a previous video that I posted, and Tootsie Roll was my boyfriend. You guys know him as the cheating bastard that I walk in on him having sex with another girl. Anyway, so if you want to check out those videos, they'll be posted somewhere in the description box and on the screen. So, me and Tootsie Roll have been dating for a while now, and his brother moved from Texas with his girlfriend to Virginia, and at first, things were really rocky between me and Queen T when we first met. But we got over that. But before we got over that, the last straw, because we had some really awkward moments hanging out. You know, I always had to hang out with him when he hung out with his brother, because, you know, he wanted all of us to have a relationship with each other and all of us to be able to hang out. You know, his fiance slash girlfriend, whoever she was at that point, for me and her to be friends, because him and his brother, they wanted to hang out a lot. So he would always take me over there. So that's the long story short. We would go over there pretty often, and one day when we would go over there, I used to be on the computer a lot because they would either play video games, I would try to chat with Queen T, but we just weren't clicking at this point. So, you know, I'd be on the computer checking up on YouTube, looking at emails, on Facebook, you know, just trying to pass the time to do something. So I was on the computer in their apartment a lot, and sometimes my Tootsie Roll would come up to me and he'd play on the computer with me. I would also check his emails. So it was, you know, their computer was right next to their bedroom door, so anybody could see what I was doing. Sometimes I would be shopping, looking at stuff online just because I was bored. Out of nowhere, Tootsie Roll's brother just stopped talking to us. Like, he wouldn't reply back to Tootsie Roll's text messages, his phone calls, they just completely disappeared on us, and we didn't know why. We were upset. I was upset for Tootsie Roll because that was his brother. I thought it was very shady. I thought it was very fake. I was like, you know, this is your brother. Like, why isn't he talking to you? So we kind of got over it. You know, sometimes I'd ask, you know, have you spoken to your brother? Has he reached out to you? And he would just be like, no, you know, I'm just going to stop hitting him up because obviously he doesn't want to talk to me. So, you know, we moved on with our life for a whole year. So at the end of that year, or a year later, his brother hits him up and says, you know, I would like, you know, you're my brother. I would like to reconcile. I want to tell you why. And I wasn't in his presence when this happened. I was at work. So Tootsie Roll came to my job and was like, so my brother talked to me. And I was like, oh, what did he say? And he said, Tootsie Roll said that the reason that he stopped talking to me is because he found out that you, me, Jasmine, went on his computer, stole his social security number, and tried to make a $500 purchase on, I guess it was clothes or random stuff, I don't know. And that when they did the check to see who stole his identity, your name popped up in the security check. And I was like, what? So he was like, he stopped talking to me because he thought I was in on it to steal money from him. And which was, you know, because Tootsie Roll was going through some money problems. His brother probably thought that if all this was true, that his brother would be in on it because he needed the money, and that, you know, all sense of family ties are going to be broken because he really needed the money. But Tootsie Roll isn't a thief. Of all the things that I can tell you about my asshole ex-boyfriend, he's not a thief. He is not a thief. He would never steal from his family, the people who've had his back, the people who loved him, and the people who have helped him out in his life. That was his little brother. He would never steal from his little brother. Me, on the other hand, I grew up in a strict household where my dad was a cop. You don't do stupid, like, identity theft. Like, that's a felony. Like, I may have done some stupid stuff when I was younger, but you don't do felony things in this family. Like, you don't get yourself in that type of situation. So I was like, they really think that I would do that? Like, I was like, and you believe that I would steal your brother's, because we were talking about marriage, my future in-law's brother, I would steal his identity, ruin this whole family dynamic for some clothes, I make my own money. Like, I make my own money. I don't need to steal money from people, let alone my boyfriend's brother. Like, why would I do that? And he was really contemplating, thinking that I did it, because I understand my name popped up when they did the search, but it's so easy, like, for the name to pop up. If I was to steal someone's identity, why in the world would I put on the card and address my name? My name. Then again, I don't know how identity theft works. Maybe you can take someone's social security and put your name on it so that you can get stuff. I don't know how identity theft works, because I didn't steal. I was really mad. I started yelling at him in the car, but then he calmed me down. He was like, I don't know what to think. You know, it just all came on me. You know, he's my brother. So it's like, I don't know what to think. And I'm like, but I'm your girlfriend of like 2.5 years. Like, why? It just baffled me. It baffled me. Finally, we get home and we start, like, I guess Tootsie Roll goes through the process of, I don't think my girlfriend would do this. He was like, who else could have my brother's social security? Now, here is where Auntie comes in. If you don't know Auntie, click on this video to find out how much of a bitch Auntie is. Auntie is Tootsie Roll's aunt. He's like, Auntie helped him get the freaking house or apartment that they're living in. She went through all their documents. She was there every step of the way, because, you know, you trust your family members with your information when they're trying to help you out. She had access to all his files, his computer, his social security, when she was helping them get their ish together when they moved to Virginia. So, and Auntie she hated me. She really hated me, and she hated that I was with him. She started turning on to Tootsie Roll, like being mean to him and doing conniving and vindictive things to Tootsie Roll just because he was with me. So it was very plausible that it could have been his aunt. And then the next person that we thought it could have been was his baby mama. But his baby mama's stupid, so I doubt she could get a hold of Tootsie Roll's brother's social security. I think it was his aunt the whole time, who tried to steal my identity so that she could steal his identity to tell people or to show people that it was me stealing his identity. Do you guys follow? She stole my name. Well, she didn't really steal my name. She stole my information, put it on the credit card that she was getting for $500, and then took his social security and attached it to my name so that it looked like I was framed. Let's just put it that way. I was framed. Hated me so much that she was willing to destroy her family unit to get me out of the family unit. At the end of this, they still talk to their aunt for like another few. Actually, the only reason why they apologized to Tootsie Roll and said sorry and that this is why they stopped talking to him is because the aunt did the same thing that they did to me and Tootsie Roll to them. So she had started getting into their business, trying to say that his wife, Queen T, was now a thief. Where she's getting these cars at, she must be stealing them from people. So she was just meddling in everybody's business and trying to just create so much drama in this family that she went to that far to try to get me in jail just so she could get us to break up. Like, what kind of woman are you? You suck. I really hope that you pray that God has mercy on thy soul. So anyway, that was my story time on how not only did I steal someone's identity, but I was framed through the whole thing. No, they didn't proceed with any cop stuff. They dropped it, stopped talking to us, and they started talking to us again, started putting 2 and 2 together, that it was the aunt the whole time, trying to do ish to everybody, and now we're all friends. Or we were friends, because I broke up with his cheating ass. So, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Do you love me? Do you need me?